I apologize if I am too forward. Your beauty brings out the romantic in me. Age is just a number. You are so sweet and innocent. Your mindset on the matter shows me this. 20,000, 50,000.
What the Sigma?
For one night, let me show you my worth.
The other day, I stumbled across a Reddit post from a woman who found a random AirTag that somebody else had placed in her car in order to track her location. And at first, I thought it may have just been a simple mistake. But that's when I realized that a few months earlier, this woman had been harassed by a creep who would not stop texting her with the absolute worst riz of all time. And when the woman checked the phone number associated with the AirTag, she realized it was the exact same phone number as this creep's phone number. And so today, I wanted to go through their entire text message conversation to see how this all managed to happen and how bad this guy's riz actually was. So the very first time this woman met this creep was actually 5 months before she discovered the AirTag. But the reason why they met in the first place was because they got into a bit of a car accident. And so they had to exchange phone numbers and information because like that's what you do when you get into a car accident. And so the guy said he will pay for everything because it was his fault for crashing into her. And for context, this guy is 50 years old and he has a daughter that's around this woman's age. So it starts off pretty normal. We have hey name, wave emoji. This is name from the accident. How are things? Hey name, I haven't had a chance to go to the shop yet, but I should have time tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Haha, it's funny. I haven't been in a car accident in over 20 years. That's hilarious. The last time I had to deal with this was when my daughter crashed into a pole. Hello? So for context, this woman didn't reply to this initial message for like 1 hour because I'm pretty sure she was busy. And then because of this, he just starts going absolutely insane. It appears I lost your attention. I'm aware girls of your generation have a short attention span. Okay, it's always the TikTokification of attention spans and the TikTokification of car crashes. What does this guy even expect? Like, is he gonna send like a footage of like Subway Surfers or something? Anyways, sorry, I was making dinner. What? So you're beautiful and cook. You're the whole package. I have a boyfriend. You mentioned not having a boyfriend. Okay, so for some more context, this woman accidentally said that she doesn't have a boyfriend when they were talking together, like at the car crash scene, because the man asked her whether she had a boyfriend who could take her car into the shop for her. And so for some reason, this man specifically remembers her specifying that she does not have a boyfriend. And so he sort of caught her out for lying already. Don't worry, I can forgive one little lie as long as we promise to be truthful going forward. You're making me uncomfortable. I don't know what to say. I mean, so far, it's not like too bad. We just have that one message here. You're beautiful and you cook, you're the whole package. It's a bit weird, but like, I mean, it could also be seen as a compliment. Yeah, like you don't know, like the boomers have like the weirdest compliments. But anyways, the conversation continues. Can we just keep things professional? Like only talk about the accident? And I think, yeah, that is fair. Like, I think like when you're texting someone about a car accident, you should only like be talking about the car accident. Maybe a little bit of like small talk to be friendly, but it should be mainly about the car accident. I know your generation very well. If I have one piece of advice for my daughter and her friends, take chances. Life is too short. Okay, when the fuck did this woman ask you for your shitty life advice? And what does this even mean? If I have one piece of advice for my daughter and my friends, take chances? What? I mean, that is like the most generic advice ever. I wouldn't be surprised if he searched this up on ChatGPT. He asked ChatGPT to give him like a piece of life advice to give to a woman that he wants to resolve. I would give you the same advice. I am a great man. I make a lot of money. I can treat you much better than little boys your age. Wait, little boys your age. That means this woman is a little girl. Is this... Wait, how old is this person? Wait, I'm pretty sure this person is over age. Like she's driving, she has a license. Okay, I don't think there's anything illegal going on here. I'm really confused. What are you even talking about right now? Don't worry, your confusion will clear with me. I didn't want to be too direct. I would love to take you to a dinner and a movie. Okay, buddy. So he's literally just straight up asking her out after exchanging phone numbers after a car crash when they're meant to be sorting out the details for like the insurance and all that. You know what? What if he on purposely crashed his car into her just so that he could get her number? That's actually like the messer. That could be the messer because they have to give you their phone number. Like there's literally no choice. So here's what probably happened. So they're probably driving on opposite lanes. They just passed each other, but the man got a look at the person in the car, that woman. And then at the next traffic light, he did a massive U-turn to go around so that he could rear end the car and he could secure her number. Is that game or is that game? Like, that could be game. It's probably unethical, but you can't deny it. That is game of some sort. Anyways, believe me, the stars were aligned. Fate was in the air. I had not gotten into a car accident in many years. It's no accident that the first was with you. Okay, this guy's just reading into it too much. He thinks this is like fate that they crashed into each other and then that's gonna start off some like Disney love story or something. Or maybe he's just like trying to emphasize that it was a car accident just to try and make it seem like it was really an accident as opposed to him like on purposely targeting her like a homing missile and just like ramming into her. I apologize if I'm too forward. Your beauty brings out the romantic in me. Okay, what the English is going on? Your beauty brings out the skibbity in me. So I don't know whether this guy is like intentionally trying to be cringe or whether like this is just him, because this seems like some sort of like this is like the most stereotypical type of like failed Riz attempt. Like it sort of seems like those like stereotypical like scam text message attempts or something. Anyways, this is the end of the very first conversation, and I'm pretty sure this woman ends up blocking this man afterwards. Anyways, the next morning she unblocks this guy because she realizes that this man has her address, and people were telling her that she should sort of keep the messages from him just in case something serious happens down the track. But I'm pretty sure while he was blocked, he kept sending messages, but this woman didn't receive it because she already blocked him. And so round 2 of the conversation starts off as, "Hello, name. It's a cold one today. I hope you're dressed for the weather. Have you given any thought to my proposal?" So this woman has no idea what the proposal is because she had already blocked him. And so we have no idea what he sent earlier. And then almost 5 hours later, he says, "I showed your photo to my daughter and she says you are beautiful. I must say I agree with her. I can take you anywhere you could dream of." And keep in mind that his daughter is literally older than this woman. "How do you have a picture of me?" "My apologies. It was your photo from your license." So this guy just kept a photo, a screenshot of her license on lock in his like hidden photos folder on his phone. That sort of reminds me of like a few months ago, I sort of did this video where I sort of asked you guys to submit your confessions in like a Google form thingy, and I sort of read some of them. And one person said that his confession was that he used to keep a picture of his crush's school ID photo on his phone, and then he used to goon to it, like actually like proper goon to it. And so that's like a little bit creepy, but especially creepy for a 50-year-old man doing this to someone who is younger than his daughter. I also apologize if I'm coming on too strong. I can tell you are such a sweet young lady. Timid like a, what is this word? You were so sweet and trusting of me during our little meet. Cute? That is like, what the cringe is this? Why is he calling the car crash our little meet? Like, is that, it's not, it wasn't like an intentional meetup. You literally rammed your car into her on purpose. Actually, no, by accident, or maybe on purpose. "I only want to repay you for your kindness." What? Wait, what? I think this guy's like delusional. So this guy thinks that he crashes his car into this girl, and then the girl is like very, like not angry at him and like very understanding and stuff. And now he interprets it as like a fate collision and a little meetup between the love of his life and himself. "Have I lost your attention again, love? If you would only give me a chance, I can give you the world." Okay, now this guy's getting like actually desperate. And why does he keep going back about like the like attention span thingy? Like, it's not that bad. Like the TikTokification is not really that bad. "Stand by my side and we can take on the entire world. Yeah." You're making me really uncomfortable. Also, you're older than my mum. Like, just stop contacting me, please. "Name. Age is just a number." Hey, yo, what? Okay, this, I swear that line is like a line that has been said by a lot of PDF files in the past. "You are so sweet and innocent. Your mindset on the matter shows me this. I truly apologize if I'm making you uncomfortable. I just know what you need and I know that I'm able to give it to you. True love." This is their second conversation ever. So the very first time they actually spoke in person was after the car crash. How can you really get this much information from a person after speaking to them once at the scene of a car crash? How can you really understand that someone is going to be the love of your life after having a tiny little conversation with them? This guy's probably just like super like deprived of any like sussy activities, and he just wants it. He's probably like the biggest gooner in the making. "You're only supposed to contact me through my mom and only about the incident. Please stop. I'm sorry. I will not text you any further if that is what you truly want. ... Oh, so mysterious. So that's the end of round 2 of this conversation, and he actually goes ahead and texts this woman's mom to sort of sort out the car crash situation. But then one day he returns back because he's finished talking with the mom and he wants to talk to this woman again just to finalize the car crash details. "Hello, dear." And then the next day, like 24 hours later, more than 24 hours later, "I spoke with your mother. We agreed that I would bring by the money tonight for your car repair. She didn't tell you to do that. Please stay away from me, my mom, and my house." So this man is offering to just drive all the way to her house, rock up at her front door because he already knows where she lives because it's like has the address on the license, and he's gonna bring the money in cash just so they can fix the car. This is like some like Sniper Wolf Jax Films type beat. $20,000, $50,000. What the Sigma? "For one night, let me show you my worth. I will do everything. You don't have to move a muscle all night. I will take care of you. And then you will leave $100,000 in your pocket. Cash." So this man has gone from 0 to 100 to 1,000. So first of all, he's originally meant to bring the money so that she can fix her car, but then now it turns into some sort of prostitution type beat. So he offers $20,000 to begin with, no response, then ups it to $50,000, and I'm not sure whether this is $50,000 to repair the car or $50,000 for a night with her, or maybe it's like a 2-in-1 bundle. Like maybe you pay a little bit extra to get like the night with her in one as well, and so that's how you can sort of upsell. Anyways, this guy is completely delusional. "For one night, let me show you my worth," and he says, "I will do everything. You don't have to move a muscle all night. I will take care of you." So this guy is basically just paying her $50,000 to just lie on her bed and just not move a muscle while he just goes ahead and does whatever he wants to her. I'm genuinely struggling to believe how people like this like actually exist. The only way to sort of like explain it is probably like delusion. Like it's all like delusional people. Anyways, he continues, "I have not felt this way about any other. Your kindness, beauty, innocence has captivated me in a way I did not think was possible." Hello? So rightfully so, this man does not get a single response from this woman about this offer. It's like absolutely ridiculous because I can just imagine like what would have happened. So basically, if they had agreed for this guy to come over to the house to bring the money for the car, and if this woman was at home alone, like I can imagine what would have happened. And the scary thing is that I bet like a lot of people in this situation would be willing to accept $100,000 for a night with them. Anyways, this could have also been a scam as well. Like what if he rocks up at the door with like $150,000 and then instead of handing over the money, he just breaks into the house and does some sussery. Anyways, the guy just does not stop texting. He says, I don't know whether you are ignoring me or if this is your short attention span, unable to hold a fulfilling conversation. Why is it always back to the attention span? It's not the TikTokification of text conversations. That's not even a thing. My final offer, $125,000. You would be unwise to ignore my proposal. I will move on and you will regret missing out on this once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm actually not sure whether he means $125,000 is the once in a lifetime opportunity or whether he means like a night in bed with him is the once in a lifetime opportunity. Anyways, that's the end of this round, and she actually goes to the police to report this guy, but then the police say that she can't get a restraining order unless she's had some sort of previous relationship with him, and so she just ends up blocking him and just moving on just to try to forget about it. But then this guy starts texting her using a different phone number, and she blocks him, and then he gets another phone number and starts texting her again, and so this is his third phone number. Going to the police was unwise and unnecessary. Who is this? To report people to the police often, so somehow this man has found out that she reported him to the police. And then we have Monday the 22nd of January. Hello, beautiful. Do you have anything fun planned for tonight? Just remember to stay positive. Your beauty and light are what makes you special. So this guy is still trying to ask her out on a date, and he's still trying to riz her up with his boomer riz. But then the next day, Tuesday the 23rd of January, sending you good thoughts and positivity. 24 hours later, did not get a response and still double text. And then 2 days later, on the 25th of January, good morning, my love, heart emoji, LGBT flag emoji, and then the cat kissy face emoji. First of all, why are you still messaging her 2 days after you have not received a response? And secondly, what is with this emoji selection? I think this is like meant to be like a Valentine's Day one, but then the LGBTQ flag, like do you think the reason why she's not interested in dating you is because maybe she's LGBTQ? Maybe that's like the excuse that he's sort of giving to himself, like his sort of explanation why she's not biting the bait. And then 2 days later after this, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Just remember that you are loved. So at this point, I don't know, like what does he expect? Like, does he expect her to reply back? Like, what does he even want from this? Does he just want to have like friendly flirty conversations with her? Because it just doesn't make sense. Like, does he think that he can still win over this girl after like saying all that shit before? And then 4 days later, Wednesday 31st of January at 6:49 p.m. as January comes to a close, I hope you had a wonderful month with a proper blah, 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 blah. So he's going to continue messaging her into February. So is this going to be some monthly thing? Like every 2 days he's going to keep messaging her hoping that she replies? Or maybe he's just sort of using this text message conversation as like a diary, like dear diary, blah blah blah, and he doesn't really expect any sort of like response back or anything. But either way, it's kind of sad, honestly. And then he sends a few more messages and he says, hello, I'm assuming you blocked me again. I believe you don't understand the power and influence I wield. Oh, what an absolute Sigma male. This guy is the true alpha male. At this point, it doesn't really seem like this was an accident to begin with. Like, it seems like this guy has a very strange obsession with her. But the thing is, you don't get this sort of obsession after having one little interaction. So what I think is that maybe this person has been sort of like stalking this woman for years. He's sort of like been gaining this sort of like cultivating an obsession for this woman. And then after like 3 years, it was time to just finally strike and crash into her car to start this mess. Anyways, the conversation continues. And I think this is the very last conversation she has with anyone to do with this man. So basically, she finds his daughter on Instagram and she goes ahead and messages her just to sort of give her some more information and to see how she responds to it and see what she does about it. And based on this conversation, it looks like this woman is actually like used to be friends with the man's daughter somehow, because she starts off by saying, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but we were in the same physics class together 2 years ago. And then the daughter says, hi, yes, I remember you. What's up? How have you been? So that means, wait, this man has probably seen or met this woman earlier on in her life, like when she was at school. Because if his daughter and this woman went to the same school, he most likely would have encountered her at some point. So maybe this sort of infatuation with this woman has been going on since high school. That is like, what? I've been okay. How about you? Oh my god, so stressed with school. Where did you end up going? I didn't, lol. What? Why not? I thought you were some sort of genius or something. Lamau, definitely not a genius, so taking a gap year going in the fall. Okay, so this woman is most likely maybe like 18 or 19 years old. Wait, so that means the father would have known this person maybe for a few years prior, because she used to be in high school maybe like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, that when she said they were in the same class as this daughter. So I think what has happened is that this original car crash guy has known about this woman from 2 years ago when they were in the same class together as his daughter. daughter. Anyways, the woman continues, I was actually hoping you could help me with something. Sure, what's up? I got into a car accident with your dad a few months ago and he's been texting me like crazy. Can you talk to him? I heard about that. Listen, you're like one of the only people in high school that were nice to me and I really want to help, but ever since my mom passed, my dad kind of went off the rails. I didn't know he was texting you though, I swear. Okay, so we have some new information about this. So the mom passed away and then the dad is just gone a little bit delusional. You know what? Okay, so that provides some sort of explanation for why this has been happening, but it does not provide an excuse. Like, there is no excuse for being this weird. I don't know about that. I'm really sorry. Can you please talk to him? I'm like scared to leave my house alone because of this. What do you mean? What is he saying to you? He's been texting me every other day, like creepy stuff. Apparently he told someone that I'm his girlfriend and he offered me a lot of money to sleep with him. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to change my number because of him. I blocked him and he just texted me from a new number. Ew, are you serious? What the Sigma? I'm really sorry about that. He's not the same since my mom. I didn't know he was doing that though. He told me you got into an accident and said you were trying to ghost him, so he was asking me about you. Okay, so now the dad's trying to flip the story and he's trying to say that this woman is trying to ghost him and is not trying to sort out the car crash information thingy. But the thing is, isn't the dad the one that crashed into this woman in the first place? If you crashed into someone, wouldn't it like be better if like they ghosted you because you don't have to pay for anything? So I don't know why this dad is complaining. I don't know why the car crash guy is complaining about being ghosted after crashing into someone, because I'd understand if it was the other way around. Like if someone crashed their car into me and then they started ghosting me, I'd get pretty mad and I'd just try contacting them and everything. But then if I crashed into someone accidentally or maybe on purpose and then they ghosted me, I'd be like happy. Like no, actually no, I wouldn't. For legal reasons, I would be very. I would try to chase up the conversation, but at the same time, I'd be kind of happy, no? Anyways, the daughter says that she will go and talk to his dad about it, and it looks like this is the end of the conversation. And so this was the last point of contact that this woman had with like the original guy before she found the AirTag in her car that was linked to this guy's phone number. So now let's jump back to the present and see what is going on. So this is the same dad that crashed into her, and this is the last message that he has sent to her. Hello, lovely. Hi, who is this? It was lovely to see you today. Even after all the damage you have attempted, I still feel butterflies when I see you. After everything, I still have eyes for only you. Damn, that's some W riz right there.